Hello, welcome to another episode of Sports Talk, the show where we bring you closer to the action in the world of sports. I'm your host, Rocco Law, joined here in the studio with my co-host, Brandon Hislop. Brandon, we're just hours away from winter break here at Mountain. But winter break doesn't mean a break from sports. In fact, the winter sports season in Nassau County is just heating up.
That's right, Rocco. Our boys and girls basketball teams are just about to start conference play, and December always means wrestling. Sprig Gardner wrestling here at Mepham.
Brandon, you were a part of the broadcast team that day.
That's right, Rocco. BMB wasn't even supposed to shoot the finals. We found out we had 5 Mepham wrestlers set to wrestle for titles, so how could we pack up our equipment and miss a chance like that? But we'll get into all that later. But today, we start with a preview of the boys basketball team. After several years, we could even say several decades of frustration, the boys look to be heading in the right direction this year. Rocco, you got into one of Coach Fallon's practices, and we're going to roll a clip of what you got during that practice.
Ready to go. It's a good night tomorrow. Win the tournament.
Let's go, Rio. Pirates on 3. Pirates on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pirates.
Go. That's better. Step
1969 was the last time Mepham High School's boys varsity basketball team was championed. Now in 2018, some 49 years later, the team is looking strong and better than ever with the help of a sophomore transfer, bench depth, and a balanced starting lineup that features both senior leadership and a young core.
Our first goal is usually to try to make the playoffs. We did that 2 of the last 3 years. We came up a little bit short last year. I think the biggest thing it's down to for us is how we defend. I think we're a team who can score the ball effectively. How well we guard people will probably determine how far we go. It's hard to know on a given night who's going to do the dirty work, so to speak, in terms of off the ball. But I think guys have just done a nice job so far as a group.
Players are ready to hit the ground running into the new season.
I'm looking forward to how the new guys we got, how they're going to fit into this, what we got going on. The 2 new guys are very good, and I think that we're going to the conference this year. I think we're going to do really well, a lot better than last year. I'm really excited for that.
But the players know the season is not just about winning, but developing and getting better as a whole.
If everyone could get better, like better than last year, and just keep improving. But I do think that we're going to go pretty far this year, considering the new talent we just got, and a lot of returning players have gotten better.
With the season just beginning, the Pirates are off to a great start, firing on all cylinders. For B&B, I'm Rocco Law.
Rocco, the team looks good this year, and I know transfer Mekhi Beckett, sophomore, has really been putting up the numbers throughout the game.
You're right, Brandon, they do. Brandon, this team is very different than years past. Here's why. Number one, newcomers like sophomore Mekhi Beckett and freshman Richie Vaccaro really helped elevate the team's play, like spreading the floor, knocking down high percentage shots, and transition. Now, number two, this year's team has so much depth, Brandon, and talent that this year's group has been one of the better offensive teams here at Mepham for quite a while now. And number three, most importantly, the man defense that Coach Fallon implements every game, the players have executed well and keep other teams' offenses in check on any given night. The boys aren't the only basketball players ready to start the conference play. For years, Coach Mulvey has led the Lady Pirates into the playoffs, but a number of key graduations, for instance, like Marianne Begonis and Julia Anderson, and costly preseason injuries to their lineup has opened a lot of opportunities for new players to step in. Brendan, our very own Casey Fark and Lori Delacroce worked on this package to preview their season for B&B. Let's take a look.
Last year, the Mepham girls basketball team had a very successful season with a record of 13-7. However, with many established seniors graduating last year, new and upcoming players are working hard in every game to fill the void and also keep the team in contention for the playoffs. Coach Mulvey and Hintersheets have a plan on how to mold a team into winners.
Work harder every day in practice and work on our skill development and develop as a team in general, team chemistry.
The team began the season with away games and have already captured consecutive wins and still have many more games to come.
We just have to play really strong, hard, aggressive defense and work hard in practice.
The girls have one goal in mind, and that's to be titled conference champs. From B&B, I'm Casey Farr.
Pirates on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3, Pirates!
Go. Rocco, those are some big shoes to fill, but if anyone can figure it out, it's Coach Mulvey.
You're right, Brian. He's got a proven track record here. 7 conference Final Four appearances since 2003 and 2 county Final Four appearances. when he's at the helm, it could really do some damage. But Brandon, what do you think are 3 things he'll need to do to get this Pirates squad to the playoffs?
I feel like, first of all, a key player like Julia Rawlinson has to step up each and every game to lead the Pirates in the right direction. Another thing is they have to take quality shots. They can't just be chucking up shots anywhere. And the main thing in sports is they have to play really key defense.
You're right, Brandon. Last tournament, Julia Rawlinson got all tournament in that conference. Really coming up big for the Pirates. So, Brandon, the rest of the year looks good for the Pirates at the court. But there's one Pirate team already off to a great start to the season, and that's the Pirate Wrestlers. December is always the start of the wrestling season with the annual Sprig Gardner tournament. The Sprig is named after legendary Hall of Fame Mepham wrestling coach Frank Sprig Gardner, who retired with a record of an astonishing 256-5-1, and is considered the father of New York State wrestling. And this year, the Mepham wrestlers did not disappoint. B&B's Kenny Frank Keys, who was one of our commentators that day, followed this report.
2 weeks ago, many Mepham wrestlers participated in the Sprig Gardner tournament. The wrestlers did very well in the tournament, and Coach Arresto is extremely happy with their success.
Went really well. We finished in second place to a really tough Kings Park team. We had 3 champions and 2 other finalists, and we had 10 wrestlers placed in the tournament overall.
The team has been hard at work this season, practicing for their matches and improving their skills. Although they had success in the Sprig and their other tournament, they can always improve.
Overall, you can never be complacent. So even though we did have some nice results at Sprig and in the MacArthur tournament, the boys can definitely work on their condition.
The wrestlers may have some work to do, but they are doing well this season, and there are many great wrestlers on the team.
If I had to pick a couple, it would probably be the team captains. John Koenig wrestled really hard this weekend, Jack Malloy, senior, and also Kyle Alton, senior.
Many Mepham wrestlers say that the reason they succeeded in this tournament was due to their hard work and dedication. Wrestlers like Billy Malloy go to practice every day and work extremely hard to reach their goal of being a winner.
I've prepared for the Sprig Gardner through lots of hard work throughout the week going into the tournament.
Now that all of the hard work the wrestlers did for the Sprig is over, they can focus on the rest of the season. There is a lot to look forward to.
We have a dual-meet tournament coming up on Saturday, so we should be going against 4 teams, maybe 5 teams, so it should be a good day.
We have a big match against Calhoun on January 4th. That's the Friday that we get back from vacation.
The Sprig Gardner tournament was a fun and special event for many wrestlers at Mepham. They all worked hard and had a lot of success. From B&B, I'm Billy Kender.
Rocco, the Sprig Gardner tournament was really a special day for the Mepham community. Me not really covering wrestling before, got to sit down with James Fazio, who really knew a lot about all the fights. And some other key dates coming up for the Mepham Pirates. It's January 4th as the Mepham boys varsity wrestling team takes on Calhoun here at Mepham. Also, the 8th for Kayla Donnelly Smith night, that's a boys basketball game. And the 11th is the Mepham girls varsity basketball team home versus Garden City.
And Brandon, you can't forget this is the 3rd year annually we're doing the Kayla Donnelly Smith game. Calhoun versus Mepham should be a good one, a good conference matchup. I just want to say a happy holidays and happy Christmas to everyone out there. Have a safe Christmas, happy holidays. And thanks for joining us for another episode of Sports Talk. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at B&B Sports for all of our sports updates. As always, I'm Rocco Law here at Brandon Stop in the B&B studio, and we'll see you next year in 2019. We're always talking sports. Dagger, deep loss to the Dagger in the Maui, as you know, in the title race, they're now number 1 in the nation. Even though the association tries to, the association tries to, I guess mine.